Say that shit.
I'm someone who has some principles and some values. I was taught by elders in our community that we need to stand on the history that came before us. I stand on like hella other people's work. This work is not new. I'm not special. I appreciate that. But I feel like what I learned from the civil rights movement was when we build figureheads for our movements, the system removes our figureheads and suddenly our movements are squashed.
Yeah.
We need a diffuse movement. We need a movement that has clear demands and alignment but isn't dependent upon any one voice to be the right voice.
It's the people.
We need the power of the people. I don't want to make the same mistakes that happened in the civil rights era. And I know people celebrate the civil rights era. Our elders did lots of amazing, incredible work upon whose shoulders we stand on. But not long after that, when folks like were murdered, assassinated to stop the murder, the movement slowed. And we gave into reforms. We accepted civil rights rather than continuing to demand our human rights.
Woo! Yep.
So, when I come out here, I don't need to take a selfie. I don't always live stream because it's not important that people always know I'm at the barricade, or I'm in the South End, or I'm at the South Precinct, or I'm hanging out with some kids. People don't need to know all my movements. What people need to know is that there is a movement with lots of people diffusely organizing under a shared set of demands, values, and principles. Those demands being defund the police. And to be quite frank, eventually we should get to where Minneapolis is and just disband those motherfuckers. We need to be aligned with investing in community control, community-based public safety, community-based public health. That's something that's already happening. I don't know how many of y'all made it to the march in the South End on Sunday. Some people celebrate that march because 5, 10, 12,000 people came out. I celebrate that march because in the Safeway parking lot, that's one of the hottest spots in the South End right now, and I'm not saying hot in a good way. We had people that are rivals in the same space talking about one aligned vision, one aligned struggle against the white supremacist system. That's powerful. We're unifying. I celebrate what happened in the South End because people organized for each other's safety and care. People brought food, water, masks, medical people. We had Be Safe Bros out on the street de-escalating situations because we can effectively take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we can.
We had people in the street, a bike brigade. Yo, there's a bike brigade of 150 people that are helping our protests move from point A to point B safely. I don't want to be the leader. I want us to be a movement. I don't want it to be dependent upon who does or does not show up at the barricade, but it's that people are showing up at the barricade and occupying a space until our demands are met. That's what matters. I want us to celebrate all these young people organizing marches for the first time ever, becoming brand new organizers. I want us to celebrate them doing what so many of us have done before, which is learning how to galvanize people around a goal and to achieve that goal. I want to see that continuing to happen all over the city. I want to see us hold things down. The truth of the matter is, y'all can't be everywhere I am. I can't be everywhere you are. The young people can't be everywhere you are. You can't be everywhere they are. But as long as we're aligned on the same vision, we can achieve that. So I really love that y'all welcome me with grace and with invitation. I want us to do that for all of us. Everybody out here matters. Now, Black Lives Matter. I don't mean that at all lives matter bullshit. Let me make sure that I don't hit the news or some shit like that. But I mean that in everybody's presence. All of the pressure we're putting on together all over this city, it's what's making things happen. And it doesn't happen without any of us, if that makes sense. All of us are needed. So I just want to say thank you for being out here.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring the work of the organizing bodies I partner with. This is not it be looking like a solo thing because the photos people take, but I don't do nothing alone. No one should do anything alone. If you're out here alone, find a crew. Build with that crew. Establish values and principles with that crew. Agree upon what your goals and your intentions are with that crew. Find other crews that you want to align to and struggle with. And say, like, we're going to do this movement together. We need a lot of movements putting pressure so we can have, this can be the movement. This can be the movement. This can be the moment. This can be the moment we take the knee off our neck. And in a city that is 4% black people, to be quite frank, we gotta have an interracial movement. We gotta have a movement that has class solidarity. We gotta have a movement that has culture solidarity. We have to have a movement that has analysis that includes our black trans women. And I want to thank the martial law band for being out here. There is no one way to protest. You could be scrimmaging with the cops, or you could be playing music holding down the space. It all holds down the space. So let's hold down the space. Let's occupy the space. And let's never forget that we're standing on stolen Duwamish land. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I don't give a fuck about these flags. This place is imperialist as fuck. And unless we begin to align ourselves with a global, international struggle that acknowledges that the United States plays a role in racialized capitalism in other places, from Ferguson to Palestine to South Africa to Hong Kong, we won't all get free. Everybody gotta get free. So I don't protest because it's my First Amendment right. I protest because it's my human right to be treated as a human being. I am a human. You are a human, and I finished here in 1968 when MLK was assassinated. It was because the Poor People's Movement was finally aligning the labor movement, the economic struggle to dismantle capitalism, with the racial justice movement. And that was aligning the 99% against the 1%. So this is about Black Lives Matter. It is also about acknowledging that racialized capitalism is built upon patriarchy, white supremacy, and classism. Its goal is to divide and conquer.
Yes!
And at this moment right now, I really believe that movement is rising back to the surface in us. We have the opportunity to complete the work of our ancestors, to restore ourselves back to our culture, back to the planet, because let's be frank, we can't survive without the planet, and to align ourselves with something bigger than ourselves. Everybody's needed. Everybody's necessary. So whatever your struggle is, whatever you choose to do, understand that it matters.
Yes.
Understand that it matters. Understand that it matters. And we'll keep chanting Black Lives Matter, and we'll keep marching in the street. We'll keep showing up at barricades. We'll keep showing up at City Hall. We'll keep taking care of young people, because we got service providers that can't be in these streets because they're taking care of young people and families. We'll keep building mutual aid, providing support where we can, and that is the movement that will actually change the world. Care and compassion, not cages. And if we don't model it, if we don't build it, it won't come. I'm an 80s baby. They said if they build it, they will come. So let's build that shit.
Love it.
Also, I'm gonna say this. Y'all, we gotta free all our family that is stuck up in King County Jail. We gotta free them all right now. Yesterday, the dude who ran into a group of people and unleashed terrorism on folks was held on investigation of assault. I'm gonna be transparent, if that was a black dude at the Women's March, he would have been put down.
Yep.
So it is unacceptable that there are folks that have been out here holding it down to demand equal treatment of black folks, and they're being held in cages by a racist system. We need all protesters free.
Yeah.
All protesters free. Right now, there is no good protester, there is no bad protester, there's just protesters. Until the system is overturned, we're just protesters. The biggest looter on Turtle Island is white supremacy. That's the biggest looter. The people who have been looting and breaking shit from the beginning is white supremacy. So when they talk about us breaking a Nordstrom window or stealing some shit out of Old Navy. Or to be quite honest, I said this last Saturday, I don't give a fuck about a cop car. You can buy a new cop car. We can't buy a new George Floyd. So King County, free all the protesters. Seattle, free all the protesters. What do we say? Free them all. Free them all. When I say free them all, y'all say right now. Free them all. 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 Right now. Make noise so these motherfuckers can't sleep.